Squatters, back with another one. I'm not surprised when the Defense Minister, Angie Motsgekga, says the government employees must take early retirement. Now the question comes in that what exactly are they going to do after early retirement? Like, I'm trying to make sense. Can someone tell me, if you retire, maybe you are 50 years of age, you're still strong, your health is good, and they tell you to retire, what are you going to do? And she's saying the government is trying to save money. Save money for who? For them to continue to steal and enrich themselves there at the ANC, so that they can fund their rallies and all of that. What is the ANC trying to do? Kanti, kashe kashe, what is the ANC trying to do? I don't understand if we've got leaders or we've got zombies who are just somnambulists walking around not understanding exactly what they are doing. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. Maybe there's a good reason behind early retirement, but in my own experience, people whom I have seen retiring early before their retirement age are poor as never ever been employed before. You know, they are super broke. Have you seen someone who was working for government being super broke and they spent all their savings? Now the whole minister is encouraging people to be broke, to be poor. The ANC government is just perpetuating poverty. You know, I think they even regret what they hired them, because they enjoy privatization, this nonsensical EPWP and all of that the councillors are sleeping with our sisters to give them jobs. They want 3,000 from our brothers just to employ them and all of that. There's so much corruption, there's so much fights. Black people are fighting for crumbs, leftovers. Just for you to earn 3,000 a month, you must fight. Get the crumbs into say like leftover. That salary will not even make you live a better. You are living below the poverty line. What are we going to do? Because people are unemployed, people are hungry, people are starving. Like, what are we going to do? Now the whole minister, she's 69 years of age herself. Next year she will be 70 years. She's still there, crippling. She's still there, waking up every morning and earning a salary that she doesn't even deserve, by the way. She's still there, but telling government employees that they must retire. Why can't she retire? We've got a lot of ANC people who are in government as cadre deployment candidates who are very much old, but they are still there. They themselves, as ANC, they rotate this position, ministerial positions, all of them. You can talk about Abu Fikile Mbalula, Nomvula Mkonyana, Kwete Mantache, you know, all of them. No one is telling them to retire. And they are not planning to retire. You can see that these people, you know, they are not planning to retire. Corruption and greed. You know, when you start to be corrupt, you start to be greedy, you lose your conscience. Your conscience disappears. Nowhere to be found. You want other people to retire so they can get poorer much earlier and continue to be desperate for a 350 so they can vote for you. Ungena up here na go retirement that government employees must retire, because she's not even the minister of labor. Where does she fit in? I don't understand. We've got a very, very serious issue of leadership. Imagine tomorrow you tender your letter intending to take your early retirement after she said so, and they give you that, you know, she's saying the government is trying to save money, so that you can get the list. There's two-pot, there's all that mess, you know, they don't know what to do. And I've got a feeling that they have already started to loot the money for the government employee, the retirement funds for the government employees. Somehow, you might find that there's no money there. This corrupt ANC, you'll find that They spend all the money. Now they realize that, we don't have money anymore. Let's tell them to retire. Let's tell them, who would want to retire when they are fit, they are still strong, and they feel like working? Why would you retire? Some people couldn't even get government jobs until today. Some they even got to the retirement age without even being employed. Especially these days, there's this high rate of unemployment. Then you take your early package just to sit at home and spend all your savings. Then from there, what are you going to do? You are going to be a beggar on the street. You will tell people that I was working for government at Labor Department or Department of Justice. You will be a beggar on the street. Remember, government employees are staying in bond houses. Those people are heavily indebted. Those people, they can't tell me nothing. Government employees, they are heavily indebted. They owe houses, they owe cars, they owe everything that they have. They don't own anything, by the way. And it's a system. We can't blame them. It's a system. You can't be working for a government and not have a shelter, a house. And by the way, now it's not easy to get a plot unless if you're working in rural areas. But here in Gauteng, you need to buy a property. It needs maintenance and all of that. So government employees, they continue to be poor while they are working. Then you want them to take early packages. That's nonsensical. It's something that doesn't make sense. If you're working for a government of South Africa and you take early retirement, hey, be careful. Hey, it's cold outside. It is very cold outside. If you do that, it is very cold outside. I will not encourage anyone to do that because I've seen people becoming poor, becoming street beggars, begging for food, losing their houses, losing their cars. You take that package having some nice plans that, I'm going to settle my house. You can't even settle your house, by the way, with that money. Hey, I'm going to settle my car. At least I'll remain with the house and all of that. After taking it, you'll spend all of it. Squatters, even if you can have $1 million today, $1 million is not a lot of money. 1 million is not a lot of money. I don't know, maybe to some people who happens to appear there, they blew it, saying they were making parties every day and all of that. $1 million, I can spend it in 6 months. $1 million. It won't be a problem to me because I know that $1 million is nothing. It's $1 million is nothing. If you're paying levies, if you buying, $1 million is nothing. You take $1 million, you buy one car, one brand new car. How much will remain there? You might be left with 700,000, 600 and something, because a brand new car, average brand new car, you can spend something like 300,000 or even more. So what is $1 million? So if someone is planning to take early retirement in government, where are you going to get another job? Because you still qualify to work. You are still, your age allows you to work. Where are you going to work? And you can't say, I will retire, then I will start business. I'm telling you, 80% of times you won't make it. Business, you need to start it when you are still employed. Start your business there. Start when you are still employed, part-time. Do the business. Push, and see how it's performing. It's going to tell you, it's going to send you a signal that I'm super good now. I'm super cool. I can take care of you. You can leave your job. Yeah, you leave your job. But leaving your job and say you're going to start a business. We know even people who thought they knew better. I'm going to buy a baggy, Now I'm going to be taking furniture for people, when they relocate and all of that. That's not a business. It's a hustle. It's not a business. It's something that you can do on your spare time when someone asks you for furniture removal and all of that. It's a side hustle. You can't start business after retirement. You can't. If you can't start business while you're still employed, while you're still getting a salary, there's no better time to start a business then. Afterwards, when you retire, with the whole retirement money, and when the business fails, what are you going to do? So, herself, Minister of Defense, Angie Motsgekga, is 69 years of age now. She's not talking about herself. It's a shame. She's not talking about herself retiring. She wants other people, other youngsters than her to retire. 50 years, 55 years. No, you must retire. Sometimes 40 years or 45 years if you retire. What are you going to do? You are just setting up yourself for failure. People don't even have annuity retirement funds. They don't have any other kind of investment. They are relying on that month-to-month basis salary. On the month-to-month basis, they rely on that salary. So if you want them to retire, what are they going to eat? Life is tough, squatters. Life is so tough. Things are costly. Look at your president. He's giving people 350. What are you going to do with that money? You can't even buy a combo at Boxer. A combo. Combo is 380 something. Combo. 12.5 of maize meal, rice, 10 kg, and cake flour. And a fish oil. It's 380 something, roughly 400 rand. Your president is giving people 350. I say, we are doing a favor for you. Then the whole minister comes and says people must retire. Take early retirement. Don't fall into that trap. Squatters. If you're working for government, you must be stubborn and stick there. Because outside, it's very cold. You will never believe. You will wear torn shoes and walk kilometers looking for a job. And you don't find it. The house that you're staying in, even if you pay it, you settle. If you don't have income, how are you going to pay the levies, the monthly levies? Talking about electricity, waste collection, water, everything. Those things, they need to be paid on a monthly basis. There are people who are paying something like 10 to 15,000 levies per month at their houses. It depends on the area that you're staying in. An average person will spend something like 5,000 on water and electricity only. 5K a month. You have not even bought a cruiser, a meal. Life is tough. And these ministers are sitting comfortable telling people to take early retirement. It's nonsensical. It doesn't make sense. But we know they are selfish. They think everything is about themselves and self-enrichment. That is why they are pushing people into that corner. Don't make that mistake. You don't want to regret. Don't leave your job. If you are employed, government, it's a privilege. Remember, these ANC people, they don't like it when you are employed by the government. They want privatization. Just like their president, Thabo Mbeki, who signed for privatization. Just after becoming a president in the year 2000, he signed for privatization, that now they must outsource everything, teaching comrades how to steal through tenders, the tender system, something that collapsed the ANC government in South Africa. Today we are sitting with, billions and billions that are unaccounted for. No one knows where are those billions. No one knows. The comrades, they have had their own shares, They shared. They stole a lot of money to enrich themselves. Some they bought plots, farms that they are not even using. You remember Thandi Modise? She had a farm. The pigs were not fed. They died of hunger. They became very, very thin, because they were not fed, they were not taken care of. Because you are a politician, you have got a farm that you can't even maintain. Why don't you give it to Afrikaners to run it? Because you are a politician, I know. I want a farm. The pigs were not fed there at her farm. They ended up dying. So don't listen to politicians. Don't. They are not up for good. Politicians are the most cruel people on earth. Don't listen to them. Anyone who's politically aligned, when they tell you something, don't listen to what they are saying. Check what they are doing, their actions. Just observe their actions. I don't know, squatters. Early retirement. I've got plans. I will manage it. Hey, it's cold outside. Outside, it's very cold. Chances are 80% plus for you not to make it. 80% plus. If you want to start a business, start while you are working. Part-times. Do it. No one will stop you when on your off days when you say, no, it's weekend. Government, Monday to Friday, it's weekend now. You're having your event management company and whatsoever. As long as you disclose, then it's part of the tax collection, because that's what they are chasing, that, you're going to collect tax. The money that they pay you, they take it again. I don't know, squatters. That's my view. Maybe someone might have a different view. So let's keep engaging, squatters. Sharp.